Welcome back. Let's get started with a very important Azure service called the Azure Virtual Machines. Where do you typically deploy your applications? Typically, you deploy them to servers. When you want to deploy applications in the cloud, you would need virtual servers. And that's what Azure Virtual Machines helps you to provision in Azure. Let's get started with Azure Virtual Machines in this specific step. In the corporate data centers, applications are deployed to physical servers. Where do you deploy applications to? In the cloud. In the cloud, we would rent virtual servers. Virtual machines are the virtual servers in Azure. How do you provision virtual machines? The service you would make use of is Azure Virtual Machines. Google calls it Compute Engine, AWS calls it EC2 or Elastic Compute Cloud, but Azure keeps it very simple. To provision VMs in Azure, you make use of Azure Virtual Machines. What are the features that Azure Virtual Machines offer? It helps you to create and manage the lifecycle of your virtual machine instances. You can create, start, stop, restart, or terminate your VM instances. You can also implement load balancing and auto scaling for multiple VM instances. If your application is deployed to multiple VM instances, you would want to have a load balancer to distribute the load between them. And you'd also want to be able to do auto scaling. You'd want to be able to increase the number of instances based on the load. If you have a lot of users using the application, then you would want to increase the number of instances. Otherwise, you'd want to decrease the number of instances. Azure Virtual Machines also allows you to attach disks to your virtual machine instances. You'd want to run your operating system on a hard disk and attach it with your virtual machine. Azure Virtual Machines also allows you to manage the network connectivity and configuration for your VM instances. You'd want to assign a public IP address for your VM instance, and you'd want to be able to use that IP address to talk to your virtual machine. So Azure Virtual Machine enables you to manage the lifecycle of your virtual machine instances. It provides you with a number of additional features like attaching storage, load balancing, auto scaling, and managing the network connectivity to your virtual machine instances. Now, I'm sure you're getting bored with all the theory I'm talking about. What we'll do in the next few steps is to set up a set of VM instances as web servers, and we will distribute load between them using load balancers. In this quick step, we were introduced to Azure Virtual Machines. Let's start playing with Azure Virtual Machines in the next step.